Good Tuesday, everybody. I wanted to give everybody an update on the conditions of the Ohio prison systems, and I'm sure it's the same nationwide in other states as well. I've gotten some complaints about Ohio Reformatory for Women, Dayton, Marion, Grafton, Lebanon, about the heat and how bad it is. At one of the women's prisons, they kept them locked in their cell all day. There was no electricity, the phones weren't working. Of course, the phones probably weren't working, so prisoners could not call home and complain about the unbearable heat and unjust treatment that they're receiving. Lack of water, they're not giving them bottles of water or anything of that nature. I know at some of the institutions, staff members won't even drink from the water faucets because the water is polluted. And they're told not to drink from the water. One was Lebanon years ago. I don't know if they cleaned that up, but they should be given water, especially water, to stay hydrated. The showers at the women's prison is set at 105 degrees, which is ridiculous when it's 95 degrees outside. They said they scald themselves when they tried to take a shower. Now, this is inhumane treatment. I know I don't do much in the prison systems anymore, but enough is enough. We need a voice. We need people to call the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections and complain the way the inmates are being treated during this heat wave. They need their water. They need to be fed properly. They need to be able to cool down. They don't need the showers that hot. And the lack of medical, I mean, if you get sick, a heat stroke, I don't know what they're going to do because the medical is subpar inside the prisons. So there's just so much that we can do out here, but we can be their voice. We can listen to them and take what they say serious. They are somebody's sisters, brothers, daughters, sons, family members, even friends. So we must not forget about them. Remember, so many of us was in that position at one time. And so many of you could have been in that position at one time, but either wasn't caught or, almost everybody's done something wrong in their life. I know some people act like they're holier than thou and that they don't do anything wrong. Well, we know the truth there. Usually those are the ones that do a lot wrong, the ones that sit there and pass judgment. So if you would be willing to call the Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, ask for Jenny Williams, or if you would like her email, inbox me on Facebook under James Cronenberger, or you could text me at 614-448-7385, and I'll send you her email. Please subscribe to our two different YouTube channels. One is Hope for the Community. They're both under James Cronenberger, so just type in James Cronenberger and subscribe to my personal one and the one for Hope for the Community. And once we get up to 1,000 1,000 subscribers, we can start getting paid for our videos. I have over 683 videos on the Hope for the Community one, which started off as fair treatment, then changed over to this Ohio, then Hope for the Community, which we specialize in helping those in need in the local communities, not just in Columbus, but in other parts of the state. The homeless folks are facing the same problem as the inmates are. If you can, buy a case of water, and if you see somebody out there walking that looks like he's in need, just hand him a bottle of water. A case costs like $5 something, maybe for a case of 40 or 48 bottles, something like that. So if you're able to do that, that would really be kind. And then if you could call Jenny Williams at the ODRC, Ohio Department of Rehabilitation and Corrections, and ask them to take the heat serious and supply water to the men and women that are in the bottled water. Lower the showers down to a reasonable temperature, not 105. And let's take care of these folks. Their punishment was being locked up, not being abused while they're in the system. If you'd like to reach us, you can reach us at Hope for Ohio. I'm trying to think. Hope for Ohio 2024 at gmail.com. Again, that is Hope for Ohio 2024 at gmail.com, or give us a call at 614-448-7385. Thank you, everybody, and stay cool today. Don't stay outside like I have been. God bless you all.